The hearts that we lost, are connected to so many.
400,000 parents, brothers, sisters, children, friends, colleagues, neighbors gone because of COVID-19. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. The U.S. passed that mark today. More than 18,000 of those deaths have been in Illinois. The incoming Biden administration declared today a national day of mourning. WCIA3's Jen Last joins us live in the newsroom. Jen, people in Champaign County honored the lives lost during this pandemic.
Jessica, the Unitarian Universalist Church of Champaign-Urbana created an Open Hearts Memorial to honor the lives lost in Champaign County. Community, city, county leaders showed up to honor the 102 victims of COVID-19 with a ceremony and later in the afternoon, a bell ringing.
What is so sad about every one of these is to realize that they died alone, more than likely.
102 chimes for 102 lives lost.
If they died in the hospital, they died alone.
It's 102 more chimes than CUPHD Director Julie Pride ever wanted to hear.
And even though, people will say, well, you have fewer, per capita than some other counties, that's just cold comfort. That doesn't make a difference.
102 more hearts than Pride ever wanted to see.
That's 102 people that are, have families and have friends and have colleagues and that they're missed.
But it's a number that cannot be erased. And so
I'm glad that they put this together so that people can have a representation. It reminds me of the early days working in HIV/AIDS when they started with the quilt panels.
Elizabeth Simpson stood silently as the bells chimed for the victims of the virus, with one thing on her mind.
Oh, just the sense of loss and a lot of grief that this has become a political topic when it's really a topic of community health, and that we didn't have to be here.
But here they are, gathered in the cold, thinking about the cold, hard numbers of this virus that are all too personal.
It's a small community, really. So I've known people who have died from it locally, and I've known people who have died from it in other places.
And listening as Emily McCone put her heart into ringing the bell.
It's important we remember their stories and their history and not just ignore it and try and move past it.
For those whose hearts no longer beat.
These hearts are a part of an intricate web, and it kind of ripples across our county and the nation.
The Hearts Memorial will go from congregation to congregation in Champaign County so that people can pay their respects. And Pride did tell me she is starting to feel hopeful as the vaccine rollout continues, and seeing so many people here in Champaign County who are stepping up and getting in line for those vaccinations. But she said, we are still all going to have to play our part in keeping each other safe. Back to you.
This is certainly not over. Jen, thank you. People who have lost someone in Champaign County can have a heart be personalized in their honor. The church has set up an email address to take that information. Take a look at the email address on your screen. We've also shared it on our website, WCIA.com.